Hello, good morning, and welcome to Holy Shit Episode 20 of Nebula Quest. I am Noden, your host, as always. So, yes, that's right, we are on Holy Shit Episode 20. I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know why. It's strange. It's not really like a milestone of milestones kind of a thing, but at the same time, it feels pretty cool to get to episode 20 on this, and still be really enjoying this game and having a great time just exploring and chatting and being out here in the black, hanging out, looking at things revolving slowly around. Anyways, let us actually, before we get going, because it's episode 20, let us take a look and let's take a look back to where we came from, back to Old Soul here. Oh, it's quite a ways away. Oh, 263 light years away. Actually, it's not that far, really, is it? When you think about it in the grand scheme of things, not that far. This is how far we've come. This is where we're going. So, in case there's any doubt, we still have a ways to go. But we have also recently found out that we are not alone in our little sector of the galaxy. I'm going to say in the solar system. In the galaxy. Can we go to current location? No? How do I get off of that? Here, let's just do that. Let's just do it that way. Because I need to get some points going. I need to figure out where we're going here. We're going this way somewhere. Let's go over here. That looks vaguely in the direction we want to go. And that's good enough for me. How are we doing on fuel? Doing okay. Not, could be better. But yeah, we found out recently, and I should actually, before we continue along too far, really bring this up. And let's take another little peek-see at some of these solar systems. Okay, so we've got no data on this yet, but if we go here, we can see that these have already been discovered, in fact by different people too, which is also interesting to me. We were going to do this actually first and actually scan these things, because even though they have been discovered, I think we can still pick up a couple of bucks for them, and that's good for us. So, money. I really want to get into a station again one of these days too, so that we can offload some of this cash that we got, because we got some cash sitting around waiting for the collecting. Alrighty, nice and simple. You may be able to hear in my voice, I am in a slightly better mood than I was in the last episode of Nebula Quest. I did call this Nebula Quest, didn't I? When I introduced it? I suddenly have this feeling of absolute dread that I didn't. That I called it something else. I don't know what I would have called it. Anyways, but, regardless, yes, I'm much more grounded now. Now that things are working again, and I don't want to throw my computer. It hasn't been that long, realistically, that things have been working, so there's still part of me that's just still getting over it. But I'm better on the whole. So, there we go. That's some very strange blue light that we're getting. I wonder if that's coming from the star? Are we getting a blue light from the star? Yeah, so everything's working now. I'm back to just using DX Story. I'll probably continue trying to find out what it was that had happened with that other... it's on the other side of the planet, yeah. Oh, the star, I mean.
Frameshift drive charging.
So let's just bounce around here.
4,
3, 2, 1, engage. Lovely. Okay. What was I gonna say is, yeah, so I'll probably try to see if I can get the other software working again, and see if there was something that I was just screwing up, but I'm very disappointed. It's something that I spent money on, because I wanted it to work so badly, and it just didn't really work out for me. So, I don't know, we'll see how things go, but, at the moment, it's just gonna be what it is. Yes. So we are, as always, heading towards the Horsehead Nebula. In our, I've got nothing to talk about. Is what we're coming down to. Is that I don't have anything planned for this episode other than to say that hey, it's holy fuck, it's this is the 20th episode. That's all I got. I think that's another planet over there. I mean, that looks like a big dot, like too big to be just a distant star. Maybe there is another planet in here that people haven't discovered. We will find out here in just a moment. Oh yes we will. Okay, so we got that guy, so let's see if that dot right there moves with us. Yes it is. It is most definitely. That is definitely another planet that is yet undiscovered. Alright, let's run our dubstep scanner. Let's see if we can pick it up from out here. There we go. Nice. So that is a new object that was previously undiscovered by our data. Now, that doesn't mean anything actually, because I think it doesn't matter. That could still have been discovered by somebody else previously. It's just it didn't register on our initial dubstep scanner, so I think that's why it didn't show up in the solar scan, like in the system scan, and that's why it didn't show previously. So, but when we get here, and we've discovered it, we can we'll pop into the system map and just. Oh, excuse me, I'm very burpy. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking Pepsi. Why don't you gentlemen have yourselves a Pepsi? But yeah, we can just confirm our suspicions that this has in fact been discovered before. Look how pretty that is. Just looking into the Milky Way over there. And that big dust cloud or whatever it is over there. Pretty. Just pretty. Alright, start our scan. Yeah, it's been a strange week for me. Yeah, I'm like, sorry, I'm weighing, like, I'm like, okay, this is the point where I have to decide how much am I going to talk about. Okay, so let's slow that down. Let's come over here to the system map. Let's start with this, and we'll just take a look. So this should have been discovered by, yes, that was by Skepsis as well. This came by who found those things. So somebody popped in here, saw this planet, discovered it, and then just fucked off. And then somebody else came and did those planets. Interesting. Okay. Whoops. I don't remember not to do that. Well, I guess it doesn't make that big a difference, but hey. Okay, let's lock our destination. Let's get ourselves turned around, pointed in the right direction. Look at that beautiful location where we're headed. And just jump away, jump away. Yeah, so it's been a strange week. It's been a busy week. Not so much with work, but with sort of family things going on. About a month ago, my grandfather, my maternal grandfather, died. He'd been sick for some time, and it was really. I think he was ready to kind of go. Certainly, like we've been expecting it for quite some time, like a number of years, where it's been a like, ooh, this is gonna be Grandpa's last Christmas kind of a thing. So then like the next Christmas, like, ooh, this is gonna be Grandpa's last Christmas. So it wasn't unexpected is the point. So, and I don't think anybody was particularly. Like, I mean, people were sad, obviously, but nobody was really, like, shocked and super heartbroken by it. And his health had been, like, kind of going downhill quite a bit. So really, it wasn't, like, surprising. But the big one with that was my grandmother, who had been showing, like, signs of, like, Alzheimer's and whatnot before that, compounded with not having him there to kind of back her up, and then any like depression and things that were adding on to it, like she's just really spiraled down very quickly in mental capacity of late. So she actually just got we're moving her this week into a care facility. She's been in a retirement home. Like, her and my grandfather were in a retirement home up to this point, or at least for the last year or two. I don't know how long it's been, but now she needs more care than they can provide for her there, and we're really not capable of doing it for her ourselves either. So we're getting her moved into a care facility, and which will be good for her. Again, because it's just like, even things like remembering to like get to meals and things on time is really difficult for her. Like, she can't she can't understand like the clock. She doesn't know what the numbers on the clock mean. Is sort of a lot of the issues and things that she has are things just don't make sense to her anymore. And yeah, so it's kind of sad. Like, and it's sad in a way, and sad and not another way. She's not she's not my favorite person, which is kind of horrible to say, but she's not my favorite person. It's still very tough to see somebody who, like, even if it's somebody that you hate, to see somebody go from being like very bright, very sharp, and just seeing them just lose so much, and so much of what you recognize as being them, and it's really hard to see. And then I feel especially bad for my mom, because not only is she seeing this happening in her mom, but then she's also worried that, like, this is the future that she has. Like, and she has, like, my mom, like everybody, has like problems where she can't remember like somebody's name or something like that, and like these little lapses that she has, as we all have, like, she's currently seeing as, well, this is like this is the future I have. I'm going to be just like her or something, and it scares the shit out of her, which, I mean, isn't surprising because it scares the shit out of me too. But it's just really hard to kind of console her at the moment. Say, listen, like, no, that's not what's happening to you. It's not what's going on. It's not necessarily what is even in your future. But like these are the same lapses that everybody has. Like, it's not too, you don't have to worry about it, but it's one of those, there's nothing you can do about it kind of like worries. And I was having a conversation with a coworker yesterday. We were talking about worry, and like, neither of us are worriers per se. Like, we're both very sort of pragmatic, and I think I was talking about this, I was talking actually literally about this, I think, in the last Nebula quest, where if something kind of happens, like, once something is out of my control, I'm done worrying about it. Like, that's the extent of my ability to worry about something is directly proportional. Whoa.
Taking heat damage.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just jet away here real quick. That's good.
Flight assist off.
I'm just gonna turn that off for just a quick second here. And I'm just gonna point back towards that sun.
Flight assist on.
Okay, let's point back here. I want to... Thank you. I just want to scan this guy real quick. That's all I wanted to do. But yeah, once something's out of my control, I'm pretty good at just saying, okay, well, it's out of my control, and then that's the end of it. And so I don't really like it. Worry doesn't really ever like play into it. Now, that doesn't mean I don't get worried about things, because I definitely get worried about things. But for the most part, like, most things don't bother me. Like, I don't get to that stage where it worries me, and so I don't understand sort of that irrational worry that a lot of people get. And he and I were having this conversation. We're like, because neither of us, we're both in that sort of same thing. Like, he's like a really mellow kind of guy. He's an extra mellow kind of guy. If you know what I mean.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yes, engage, please, quickly, before we just burn our ship to pieces.
Warning, taking heat damage.
Yep. But anyways, yeah. So regardless, like, yes, we were talking about, like, oh, look how red that is. Okay, let's
Warning, taking heat
yeah,
damage.
we're cooling off. Don't you worry. Wow, got a good number of new objects here. Scanning a bunch. Ding. Nice. Okay, let's go take a peek at what we got here. Rocks. We got rocks. Always rocks. You know, this area of the galaxy really boring sometimes. Okay, can we just stop? I want to stop. Please, I want to stop moving. I'm trying to stop moving. Thanks. Thanks. I have to start doing these big-ass maneuvers to start slowing down, it seems. Okay. Alright. Oh, apparently I just actually did scan them in time. Anyways, yeah, so like, I'm not, yeah, like I say, I'm not going to pretend like I'm the most rational person all the time. I definitely am not. I definitely do worry about things sometimes, but mostly when they, like, deal with like fears. I don't mean like oh, I'm afraid of snakes, the way I'm fucking afraid of snakes. But like real fears, like being financially ruined. That does definitely worries me when I'm like, okay, I've got no money to make this bill or things like that. I worry about that a little bit, but again, at a certain point, I can rationalize and go, okay, if I have no money for this, I have no money for this. That's the end of it. Like, if I'm gonna miss this payment or not make this payment on time, for instance, not that happens very often, but you know, when it does happen, like a certain part of you just has to go, okay, well, that's the end of it, right? I am worried about, like, losing my mind, but that's a really distant worry. That's like a many millennia from now will I worry about that. Well, not millennia, obviously. Well, hopefully millennia. I mean, I would gladly live for a couple of thousand years, you know, just get a good couple of thousand years under my belt before I move on. Oh, yeah, that'd be good. I could do that. I could do that for sure. It's one of those, like, like, I'm a big fan of vampires, and like, it's like my guilty pleasure is every once in a while I'll just go through a phase, and I'll just watch like every vampire movie I can think of, and I just love it. I don't know why. One of the big appeals is obviously the immortality aspect to it, because I'm a big fan of immortality myself. I'm a big fan of just living forever. But having it out, you know, that's the nice thing about being a vampire. Live forever, have it out. Same with Highlanders, live forever, have it out. You know, there's a way out of your immortality, should you wish it. And that's the only way to take immortality. And probably a bunch of rocks. We got a bunch more rocks. Damn it. We're just gonna be scanning rocks from here until we get to the Horsehead Nebula. Is that the plan? Yeah, seems to be. That seems to be about the plan there. Scan that rock, yeah. So, I really, yeah. This is very disjointed, not very helpful. Anyways, the point is that it's been very strange, having to deal with people's worries, having to deal with my own future worries, having to deal with seeing somebody that you care for, even if you don't like them, slowly deteriorate from the person that you know them to be to a wraith of themselves, really in a mental capacity kind of way. And yeah, it's been very taxing. And then you add on to the frustrations that I've had with like my computer and stuff like that. It's not been a great week. Not gonna lie. I'm ready for some nicer, happier weeks to come, I think. Not that, my previous week was pretty good, so yeah, I got new racing leathers for my bike. I'm excited, and they're very pretty. They're need some breaking in still. They hurt a lot when I put them on because the thing with leathers is they're very tight, and then they form to your body as you wear them a little bit, and I haven't been able to wear them yet because it's still fucking cold out, and they're perforated leather too, so it's I gotta wait until we're in pretty constant 70s before I'm gonna even bust them out. But I don't know. I'm excited too. Oh, that's a thing. That's like an actual thing. We need to. Whoa, look at this. All right. Well, we'll just finish taking an eyeball at these guys, and then we can call it an episode. I would like, if it wasn't too much hassle, to find by Sugarman. A station one of these months would be fantastic. I'm ready to sell some data. I am. Alright, start slowing down. Oh, I'm very tired all of a sudden. I've got like some more recording I want to do today, but I'm gonna have to take a break, I think, before I do that. Unless this is another either binary system or a system with a little moon. Let's run our dubstep scanner just to clear the air. Good, nothing. I apparently canceled out my scanning. Not ideal. Yeah, so it's just a little planet with a little natural satellite, or fairly good-sized natural satellite. I'm gonna guess it's gotta be fairly close to, I'm gonna say half the size. I'm gonna say like 2,000 kilometers. Whoa. That's very similar in size. Those orbits don't seem right for... That thing must be much less dense. Huh. Well, there you have it. Alright. Okay, so let us jump away to our next next port of call. Oh, no? Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes. So yeah, a bit of a low energy episode, but it's okay. It's all right. They can't all be the winners. Oh man.
4, 3.
Sorry, I'm gonna take a nap.
1.
A cup of coffee. Ooh. Oh dear me. Whoa, whoa. I got like I said, I got some more re-recording to do. So I'd re-recorded Ride to already today. Whoa. So you should have seen the first episode of that yesterday. It hasn't turned out as good as it did the first time. I'm not gonna lie. The first episode was when I first recorded it was much better. But this is okay. It's okay. It's not, that's a lot. We're gonna do that next time. But I still have another series that I have to re-record that will be coming out Monday, I think, or Tuesday. Tuesday. It'll be out Tuesday. And I don't know how that's gonna go yet, and I definitely need to wake up a bit before that happens. So I will try to do that. And let's get off that. Let's do. Let's jump out of frame shift so we can get our sleep on. Get our sleep on. And yeah, I will see you guys. Oh, nice little natural satellite. Yep. Maz Castro. Crazy Maz Castro. Alright, well, yeah, that's enough. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, love you.